help you set smart financial resolutions for 2025, investment specialist from FirstOntario Credit Union and Aviso Wealth, Yvonne Delry, is here to get us started. And lots of times people think, oh, I'm going to save more money or I'm going to pay down debt. Those are very vague resolutions.
Yes, and that's what we're going to talk about today, because this time of year, a lot of people do reflect on their life and they want to make improvements, so physical health or mental well-being, spending more time with family, but a big portion is financial security. So I wanted to talk about this month, how can we set specific goals and really set us up for success in 2025? So people they set resolutions, save more money, pay down debt, spend smarter, but then we have to look back at maybe say 2024 and say, if we set resolutions, did we meet them? And sometimes we don't know because they are too vague and we haven't been specific. So we suggest using the SMART strategy when you are setting up your financial goals. So SMART stands for S, specific. What exactly are you trying to achieve? M is manageable. So how are you going to assess if you are reaching your goal and your progress? A is achievable. So what is your plan to achieve this goal? R is realistic. Is it within your resources to meet this goal? And does it align with your values? And lastly, T, time bound. So when do you actually want to have this goal completed? What is your time frame? So if you're specific like this, chances are you will be more successful at your goal.
Okay, so give me an example of how you could do this then.
Okay, so I think the first step is, and we've talked about this so many times in Wealth Wednesdays, setting your budget. Understand what is your take-home pay. Reflect to say, how do you spend your money? Put your expenses in two categories: wants, needs. So needs are the things that we absolutely are essential, our fixed expenses. Wants is the discretionary. So reflect back and say, is this still my priority or have my priorities changed? If we are putting the SMART strategy in place, if we say, okay, we want to save more money. Okay, so we're saving money because we want to buy a house. Maybe we want to put the full annual amount into a first home savings account, $8,000 a year, $666 per month. Is that achievable within our budget? If it's not, then what adjustments are we going to be making? Are we going to look at our budget again and say, can we reduce expenses? Or can we earn more money, take on another project? Or do we need to increase the time frame or decrease the amount that we want to be saving? So just being very specific with your goal.
And then how do you know if you're on the right course for things?
Well, again, I think over my 30 years of being in the financial industry, I think people are very good at making the list of goals, but then they lack sometimes the understanding, the knowledge, the skills. How do I set this up? How do I achieve this? Right? So partnering with a good, trusted, qualified financial advisor, I think, can be a key part of this process. They will answer your questions. They'll help you set up the plan. They'll meet with you regularly to make sure that you are on the right course.
So you're accountable.
So that you are accountable to somebody, and they can just, okay, so if you're falling off track, if things have changed in your life, because throughout the year, we have to also understand that our circumstances can change. How do we shift with all of those changes and then know, okay, we've met our goals, or we are just more financially secure?
Right, and sometimes just having that extra set of eyes on, writing it down and having somebody look at it, and then they might ask you, is that really a necessity, or maybe there's ways you can save? Or
I have met with several people over the last week who are just trying to get themselves set up for 2025, whether it again is the first home savings account, RSPs, how much should I be contributing, tax-free savings accounts. paying down debt.
Yeah.
That is a big one there as well.
Yeah, sometimes it's good to get everything from the cloud of your head, that cloud of worry, down on paper to act, and then actually taking those steps.
And then make it step by step. How am I going to get this done for myself? And get it, get yourself in a better position.
Okay, so that you can
dream, plan, achieve.
Okay.
This is the plan part.
Okay.
Great
advice. Smart advice. We'll get the links up on our website, chch.com/morninglive.